Do you want your sprays to look like this and have zero recoil with the Flatline on both controller and mouse and keyboard?
I'm Pesky Frank, and today I'm going to teach you how to master the Flatline's recoil. But first, let's see how the Flatline stats compare to the other assault rifles.
The Flatline does 29 damage to the head, 18 to the body, and 14 to the legs. It also has a rate of fire of 600 rounds per minute. This puts the Flatline at the second slowest assault rifle, right behind the Hemlock in last place. But the more important number is the damage per second. The Flatline is in third place with a DPS of 180, which is slightly higher than the R301 after its recent damage nerf. I made this chart right here that breaks down the Flatline's damage much further. The green numbers on the left show how much damage one bullet does to each part of the body. The blue numbers show how many bullets it takes to down somebody with the different levels of shields and helmets. And the red numbers show how many shots it takes to kill fortified legends who take 15% less incoming damage. The only time the blue numbers change is if the enemies have different levels of helmets. If you find stats like this helpful, make sure you leave a like on the video. Now, the average amount of shots it takes to down somebody with a Flatline is 11.2, which is tied with the Havoc in second place. Without a magazine, the Flatline holds 20 bullets, but can hold a max of 30 with a purple or gold magazine. And the Flatline can reload in just over 2 seconds if you tack reload with a purple stock. If you didn't know, if you reload with at least one bullet left in your magazine, you reload 30% faster than if it was empty. This is called a tactical reload. These are the only 6 optics you can put on the Flatline. Now, when it comes to mastering the Flatline's recoil, it's very important that we know that all weapons in Apex have bloom. Bloom is basically the randomness of your bullet, and if you want to know more about bloom and get a detailed breakdown of all the attachment stats, check out this video I recently uploaded. I go in depth with every attachment in the game and will help you master recoil. The link will be in the description below. Now, if you know about bloom, you already know that the only way to reduce it is with a barrel stabilizer, and of course, the Flatline doesn't have a slot for that. But we can control the Flatline's general recoil pattern. But what's the general recoil pattern? When we spray the Flatline, it makes the same general shape, but there is some slight variance to the shape due to bloom. So we need to find out what the average recoil pattern looks like for the Flatline. So I shot at this wall for an hour, and I found the average of all the Flatline sprays. And this is what the average Flatline spray looks like. This is called the general recoil shape. And if we do the opposite of this shape, we can get zero recoil. To make the Flatline's recoil easier to control, we can break it down into 4 smaller shapes. This means for the first 7 shots, pull down and to the right, then make this U shape with the next 9 bullets, then pull down and to the right for the following 6 shots, and for the final 8 shots, pull to the left. This is the practice routine that I did to master the Flatline's recoil. Stand here with no mag and no sight, just a purple stock. Shoot only 7 bullets while pulling down and to the right like this with your mouse. Try to hit only 7 headshots in a row. Then try to add the next shape by shooting a total of 16 bullets, making both of these shapes. If you're one clipping the dummy, start to shoot the blue target, only hitting the dead center. Once you're consistently hitting above 325 and only shooting 16 shots, grab a gray mag and start doing the third shape. Make sure you're only shooting 22 shots to get comfortable with the Flatline's rate of fire and creating muscle memory of the general recoil shape. Once you can consistently hit above 500, grab a gold mag and fully spray the target. Then, when you can hit above 625 with a full spray, move over here, around 50 meters away from the target, and try to hit above 550. Keep moving back further and keep spraying and spraying. Practice this for 5 to 10 minutes before playing ranked with the boys, and within a week, you'll notice much better recoil control with your Flatline.
If you found this video helpful, make sure you leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to see future videos just like this one. And if you want to learn how to master the general recoil shape for other weapons, check out the playlist over here. And if you want to learn some movement tech, check out my other tutorials on my channel.